It out from the three. So the NCAA record for regular season game attendance, nearly 9,000 on hand. But they are moving in to the new Logs Field next season. This is the 25th and final year at the Real Heinz Field. Named after the longtime women's athletic administrator here in Oklahoma. Starting up so much good success they've had over the years. Softball, basketball, obviously gymnastics hot right now. The regionals are in town as well this weekend. The new house that Patty Gasso built, well, is building, I should say, with over 900 donors, including obviously the big gift from the folks at Wells. And going away from Storanko. It's like an all-speed rise ball. Take a little off it. One hit off of balance in the first, and then she struck out the other three she saw. Atwood, Martinez, and Simmons coming up. Released the freshman from Sandia, Texas. Right back up the middle. Storanko able to knock it down, but it'll trickle out onto the grass.
What's up, guys?
Lead off aboard for Texas. Yeah, so it's about a mile or so south of here, and it is going to be spectacular. They've already decided to up the capacity that was going to be around 3,000. Now they're bumping it up to about 4,000 because of the growth of the game. There is the construction site not too far from here. Going to have an indoor facility, of course. Coaches' offices, training room, locker rooms, state-of-the-art. They've come a long way, Smitty, right? You used to play Oklahoma State games in the park across the street, didn't you?
The city park, Norman City Park, yeah. So it's great to see it. It's part of the changes Oklahoma made in the mid-'90s when they hired Patty. Built her stadium here, and
been here since 1995. Those 6 national championships. Trying to join UCLA as the only program to win 3 in a row. The great Lisa Fernandez Kelly I teams back in the late 80s, early 90s in Westwood.
They've outgrown this place. I think they did, several years ago. They have to be here as much as they can, though. But it'd be nice to the fans to have that new field and be able to sell more tickets.
Well, it's interesting talking to Patty Gasso. She said, we get almost more fans on the roads at the time because they can actually purchase tickets to the parks they're showing up at. Martinez slices that one the opposite way, and it's the third hit of the game here for Texas. As the freshmen go back-to-back with singles.
Yeah, the freshmen just continuing to find ways for this Texas offense. Martinez was, even if his outside pitch didn't get all of it, hit it more off the end of her bat, but just fell in left field in front of Riley Boone, who beat over there in left field. But
all right.
A little roll in Texas.
I know, I'm just trying to eat my sandwich. Okay. All right. So Texas and Oklahoma here in softball about mid-season. Softball here. Top 8 matchup, rematch of the Women's College World Series final. The final, National Championship Series.
The freshman team last year in the Big 12, as the conference got 3 of the 4 teams into the national semifinals. And Texas made just an incredible run through the tournament. It started out in Seattle, where they upset the 13th seed Washington. Then went into Fayetteville and upset the 4 seed Arkansas to get to the World Series. In Oklahoma City, they knocked off the 5 seed UCLA to start the proceedings. And then had to beat the 7 seed Oklahoma State twice on semifinal Monday, and they did it to get into the championship series.
And if you remember, this is a Texas team that really was on the bubble, thought they might host a regional and got sent to Seattle. I think a little flyer.
Yeah, that's right. Down to go. Second for one over to first. Double play. Oklahoma. 2 down with Atwood at third.
This Oklahoma defense, just 6 errors on the year. They can do it all. They just have such great hands. Grace Lyons is going to scoop up this ball. Excuse me, that's actually Frito who's going to scoop up this ball, get it over to Tiari Jennings, who has such a great turn at second base. A nice stretch by Kelly Lee at first base.
All right. Top two out, one on at third here for Texas. And the first pitch is a ball. Texas is 36-1 on the season, rare tie. And then Oklahoma.
Chopper is short. Lyons bobbles, fires the first, not in time. And the 2-time Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year could not pick that one up clean.
And Texas
and Texas has the lead.
Gets the base hit and a run on the board for Texas. Now 1-0 here in the top of the second. I will change when scores happen. Like in football.
Flip around right here, but Ash Maloney, that's why she ended up being safe because she was coming out of the left-handed batter's box, got down the line, put her head down, and put pressure on Lyons to make the play.
Oh, a rarity there. The E6, just the 7th error all year for Oklahoma. And the Longhorns put a run up, and it's all 3 of the freshmen involved. Atwood, Martinez.
2 outs, 1 on. What? Yeah, I did. It should say, yeah. Yeah. What?
Gets away from Hanson. Runner in scoring position here for Texas with 2 down.
This has just been a little bit off for Storako in the circle in this inning. Really, you could tell for the first batter, Reese Atwood, whenever she faced her, Kenzie Hanson tries to go down and block that off-speed pitch, just gets away from her. But now you're going to see Jen Roach go out and talk out Storako in the defense. But that first batter, Michelle, when she faced Reese Atwood and then Martinez, her pitches seemed a little bit off to me. Her speed seemed
And the pen for Oklahoma, Kirsten Deal. The left-hander.
Eastern on ABC for the very first time, the national championship game. It's LSU and Iowa for Dallas. The pregame special starts at 2:30 Eastern. Don't forget over on ESPN2, it's the Bird and Tarazzi show. The national championship, Angel Reese and LSU, Caitlin Clark and Iowa coming your way on ABC.
Yeah, Amanda, to your point, she throws the first inning, 3 big strikeouts, comes out this inning and maybe just not as sharp. It's always kind of monitoring your adrenaline, you're getting used to the game.
And a high pitch to draw a 4-0 walk for Texas. So scores, obviously you can tell, no outs. I won't show the outs because that's a lot. That's gonna be a lot to do, a lot to change. So top second, that's the inning. The top is like what part of the inning we're in. The second is the inning that we're in, and then you'll have to score as well. So weight normally will be no outs. No obvious no pitch count because that's continuous and that's a lot to do and it just doesn't. And another ball here for Texas. 1-1 now the count. 1 ball and strike. 37 pitches here for Oklahoma to start in just the second inning. 2 inning and 2/3 and a nice stop by Oklahoma. It would have been at least a base hit, possibly another run scored, but a diving stop and flips it to second for the third out. And Oklahoma will head to the with the plate. Now head to the plate. Down just one. So good play there by the defense. I will be live. I will stream. I will stream through the 2:00 game between Texas or Tennessee and Texas A&M. I'll stream that one, and then I'll take a break. I could stream the Ole Miss Auburn game, but I'm gonna go ahead and just take a break there. I may or may not get some break. What's it called? Break. I'll probably take a break after the 2:00 game between Tennessee and Texas A&M, and then we'll get ready for Final Four action.
Well, the Sooners have been the top dog the last couple of years, taking on all comers to win the national championship in 2021 and again in 2022. And they find themselves right now atop the polls, number one in the country. After they lost it briefly, they dropped the game to Baylor back in February, and then immediately grabbed it right back by beating number one UCLA 14-0. And they hit 6 home runs in a one-run victory over the Bruins, and that moved Oklahoma back on top. They have not lost since. They've won 23 games in a row. But this is just the 6th time all year and the 2nd day in a row that they have fallen behind in a game.
Kenzie Hansen, the senior, up to bat for Oklahoma, a Player of the Year watch. And a strike right down the middle makes it 0-2 the count.
And as you mentioned, they obviously fallen behind. And the 7th error of the season is minuscule, but still.
That resulted in the run.
And a bounce hit. Quickly gets it to first. And one down for Texas.
Roll over that drop ball again to Leanne Good, who makes a good, strong play. Again, we can't stress enough the Texas defense is going to have to step up in this game and make plays behind their pitcher.
And to your point, her positioning, Leanne Good was up the middle, which is when that ball goes off the bat and goes over the pitcher's head, you think, oh, it's a base hit up the middle. And then you notice where Good is.
Last night, Oklahoma won 8-1 against Texas. And Texas looking to split. And a strike. Nice spot there by Texas. 0-1 down the count. For Jocelyn Erickson. For Oklahoma, the freshman out of Phoenix, Arizona. 5'9". Hitter.
Freshman from Phoenix. Slow roller to short.
Slow roller to short and flips the first. Second out of the inning. For Texas.
Doing such a good job of just getting the lead and going right at these hitters and finding the corners now with her drop ball, something that she was searching for in that first inning, working a little bit more off the plate, but you can tell now she's moved about her ball more on the plate and is able to get outs.
She's moving along efficiently. A Major League Baseball game has broken out there. Two quick outs.
Yeah, 3 pitches, 2 outs.
4 straight first pitch strikes from Mac Morgan. By the way, this is a rules year game, so do not be surprised. We talked to both these coaches, And the coaches that we've spoken to around the country are all keeping an eye on MLB. I think the pitch clock is coming.
Yeah.
And maybe as early as next year, as we continue to try and figure out ways to keep the pace of the game moving along, to try and create as much action as we can for fans.
Pitch clock and potentially even like we do in international softball, the batter has to keep at least one foot in the box.
Yes, not just on the pitchers, on the hitters as well. Patty actually would love to see fewer timeouts and fewer mound visits. Jeez, we don't even get to talk about how excited we are about a faster MLB game because it's a faster game. 2-3 hitting for Texas than a 1-0 lead.
And then a quick 1-2-3 inning, and Texas will head back to the plate, up one over the number one team in the nation. So I will be streaming tournament games, all that throughout softball and baseball. I'll be streaming baseball as well. I haven't streamed one yet, but I will be streaming at some point. Some college baseball. We'll be streaming the tournament. I'll be doing all that. Don't worry. Tournament though, once the tournament comes on for softball, that will take priority. I'll be streaming 2 games today. Then I'll probably take a break and stream. Take a break after the Tennessee A&M game, and we'll probably stream around. Probably take about 2 hours.
Well, it's been quite a resurgence under Coach Mike White.
Back-to-back 40-win seasons for Texas. 3 straight Super Regional appearances. 0 appearances from 2014, 2018. And Texas is
World Series where they finished second behind Oklahoma. And the best finish first time they
runner-up from the Women's College World Series.
Championship Series.
Mike White has made NCAA tournament every season as head coach.
5 times was able to unseat the likes of Arizona, UCLA, and Washington. Can he pull off something similar in the Big 12? Now, when you're going up against number 1 Oklahoma and number 2 Oklahoma State this year. Longhorns this week, 8th in the country.
They gave Oklahoma their first loss last season. Snapped their 40-game win streak with Haley Dolcini in a circle. They were playing that game in Austin, and that was a big deal for this team. It was a win for around the country. A team was able to step up and snap that win streak. Haley Dolcini pitched a gem. Interesting earlier this year that Baylor gave Oklahoma that first loss in a non-conference game, ironically.
And a call, strike 3. That's number 4 for Alex Storako, 1 down. Second time she's got her looking.
Yeah, second strikeout looking. Mia Scott on a pitch that is on the outside corner. And again, it's a great frame job by Kenzie Hansen behind the dish. She is just so sweet at bringing that ball back into the zone.
Alex Storako.
Looking like she's looking for pitches on the inside corner, and they continue to
2 innings pitched, 3 hits.
Alyssa Washington.
Alyssa Washington now up to bat for Texas. 1 for 1 today. A single, 3 home runs, 25 RBIs on the season. 256 batting average. And a strike down the middle for Alex Storako.
And you can tell with her too, because she really shows her emotions after every pitch. She liked the way that changeup felt coming out of her hand, got the strike call, was nodding, going back in the circle.
Interesting. You always want your strike to pitch ratio to be somewhere around 2/3 of the pitches strikes, 1/3 balls. Last inning of the 21 pitches she threw, just 8 strikes. So that equates to just about a 38%. So she almost had that ratio flipped. Gave up a couple of hits. There was an error and a run scored. Gave up a run block as well. On the first wild pitch of the year.
And a foul tip. How to play for Texas? 0-2 count. 44 pitches for a strikeout.
Gusts of 50 miles an hour. Not quite as bad here this afternoon. I got that flying in. I tried to land it up on the city yesterday. Still 0-2 in Washington.
And another strikeout.
It's a little bit, it's like a spot though on that 0-2 count.
No, it's just inside, so a ball. Here, so 1-2 count now.
Last season and pitched your team in the Women's College World Series, and then today in this game, the starting matchup is 2 transfer pitchers, Dorado from Michigan and Matt Morgan from ASU.
And 2 outs here for Oklahoma. Grounded to third there. Gets it to first for.
We've seen it in a lot of different places. Well, Troutman got the win in game 2 last year, right? Yeah.
The Big 12 in itself gives a lot of impact transfer pitchers. Dariana Orm from Baylor, also Oklahoma State with Lexi Kilfoyle, and there was Miranda Ellis who pitched Oklahoma State as well. Sam Chow, yeah.
Jordan Whitaker is going to be pitch hitter here.
All right, Jordan Whitaker now pitch hitting for Texas.
They struck out on a rise ball the first time.
And a high pitch. Ball 1 here in the top of the third inning. 2 outs for Texas. Jordan Whitaker up to bat. 1-0 count. And here's the pitch. A swing and a miss. So now 1-1 count for Texas. And Jordan Whitaker.
Davis 0 for 3 last night with 2 strikeouts. So
Junior
opportunity to
for the Longhorns.
more looks in. Yeah, that rise
And a
ball
high
is moving too, so
ball
65
2.
miles an hour, almost 6
2-1
inches
count.
of vertical break that
You're seeing out of the hand of Alex Dorado. That one was
Storako.
higher than 6 inches. So that ball is
Again, tonight I will be streaming the Final Four.
Upspin out her hand.
that drop ball to change. Velocity about 65 miles an hour on that last pitch.
UConn and Miami at 849 and FAU and San Diego State. What a weird Final Four matchup. What a weird Final Four in general.
Starting pitcher against UCLA, and Coach Panigasso said that really was a game changer. That game kind of propelled some confidence.
That's just a weird Final Four in general. All right, here's the pitch and fouled away again by Whitaker.
There's nothing more dangerous
Full count.
than a confident pitcher, right? Just the way they walk around the circle, ability to trust their pitches, their movement, the defense behind you. There's no doubt whatsoever.
Storako needs Oklahoma to get some hits going though, because they already fell behind.
Full count to Whitaker.
Swing and a miss, and they will head to the bottom of the third. Oklahoma looking to tie or take the lead as we're near the middle of the game.
Storako form with this changeup. She's just going to throw it low and slow. Gets Whitaker to swing through it, and the energy. Storako is pumped.
All right, I will be right back. Georgia.
Bringing into the XFL for the first look at the rising stars. A new opportunity for others. Continues today on ESPN 2 and ESPN. It wraps up the My Purple Beach, he looks exactly like me, McCall. It's anything. And does he also have a breathtaking stand? I hope you thought you got what you want to. Is that you back? Yes. Hey.
Excuse me, everybody. This guy's brother is going to do. Sometimes one, sometimes you try, fit it all in. Sometimes you don't know where to start. Sometimes you find looking for. Sometimes the road is easy. Sometimes one makes so much love along this ride. That's why nationwide is on your side.
All kinds of stuff going on today in Norman, including the medieval fair right next door. Ooh, you don't want to come face to face with that fella, but all kinds of good stuff going on out there. Little hardware, that's your thing. Flavored funnel cakes, we know I got those because they brought a couple up to the booth here, and oh boy. I'm working off the calories by walking back and forth here in the press box to go get a funnel cake in the back of the room and bring it up to the front. One up in Texas with the lead over Oklahoma. 9 and in the top of the order coming up for the Sooners. Texas has not won.
All right, here we go. Bottom of the third.
2014. That's a 10-game skid.
1-1 count fouled away for Oklahoma.
If they can even up the series and make things interesting tomorrow, Oklahoma has been so good for so long. They've won the regular season in the Big 12 the last 10 years in a row. And during that stretch, 67 straight series against the Big 12 Conference unbeaten. Have not lost a series in 12 years.
Dang.
Consistency.
Yeah. Well, Patty Gansel talked to us this week. You know, what's the key? When you reference, you've got the target everywhere you go. Everybody wants to take you down. And one of the things is, you know, day in and day out, how do we sustain intensity is the phrase that you use. And what they've done here at Oklahoma is just create incredible levels of competition. Nobody's guaranteed their job on a daily basis. You've got somebody nipping at your heels, looking for more playing time. So you got to bring it every day. There you go. Nice backhand from Morgan.
Nice. Backhand from Morgan. Mac Morgan with a nice defensive play there. The pitcher.
It looked sharp. Now it's going to be the second time that OU is going to face her and get a look at that drop ball and see what kind of adjustments they're able to make on it.
The team with the best batting average and the highest run production in the country. So far, guys, one time through the lineup, hit this against Mac Morgan.
Wow.
2 base runners were both walks, including a walk back in the first for Jada Coleman.
A hit. No hitter through about 2 innings so far for Mac Morgan.
They don't have the opportunity to continue to lengthen the innings, therefore more at-bats, less innings. So you're
2 base runners, both left on base. Jada Coleman up to bat for Oklahoma.
Last inning for Mac. She only needed 7 pitches.
And popped up. Out of play.
Stands down the left field line.
Jada Coleman has been able to hit both sides of the plate so well, being able to cover the outside part of the plate. This is actually a home run. Look at that body positioning, but still she was able to get good extension with it and then crush this inside pitch just down the right field line. So being able to hit both sides of the plate, way out or way in, and being able to hit a change of speed. Jada Coleman, the year that she's put together, has to be one of the front runners for National Player of the Year at this point.
And there is.
And a base hit and the first hit of the game for Texas or for Oklahoma. In the bottom of the third inning. That's crazy that you only have one hit through 2 in a third inning. 2 innings, 2 in 1/3 innings.
That's a 1-2 count. She's not turned back. She goes down, gets a drop ball, just counts it right back.
Y'all, I am like not feeling well, but I have like this bad boy right here.
Change her nutrition. Made a few tweaks to her swing.
I'll be giving updates throughout the day. I wonder how long it's going to take to trip back.
Jennings hit all these bombs, and she wasn't getting as many, so she wanted to change that this year. She has added that to her repertoire.
Coach Gasso said she came in as more of a bunter, slapper, and has transformed now into this home run hitter who still has those tools that she can work with. And speed.
Jennings grounded out to first base. Rifle going down the line.
Tiare Jennings now the power hitter for Oklahoma. The last 3 or 4 seasons it's been all Jocelyn Olive
There's no panic. They're very good at slowing the game.
had the home had the most home runs out of any player.
Jennings pops it up. 2 down.
And it-
Or not. I mean, they always are just
Jennings just pops it up there.
You don't speed things up because when you speed things up, that's when you end up chasing pitches out of the zone. You make defensive errors, all that stuff. They're just really good at allowing the game to come to them. The second time through the order, they just start trying to get more of the bottom half of the ball. Even in David Coleman's at bat, you saw a little bit more lift. With some pop-ups, I mean, Rusingle was on the ground up the middle, but you already saw her set the tone and the adjustments that they wanted to make against the Mac Morgan drop ball. A lot of top half of the ball.
And he grounded to second for the first time run. He's a 400 hitter with 2 outs this year.
Swing and a miss.
Gets the swing and goes there.
1-1 count for Haley Lee. 0 for 1 today, 425 batting average, 7 home runs, 30 RBIs, and a 5.531 on base percentage. Here's the pitch and grounder to third and out. And another.
It's 1-0 Texas. 2-3. We'll talk with Mike White.
Mike White and the Texas Longhorns playing really good defense. Mac Morgan pitching a very good game.
Every day you get to choose. I want more. Can I grow stronger? Can I get better? Body on the way. More than solution.
Oh, another. Make it a double.
I don't think we got a reward again.
Yeah, she goes.
We would rather not resort to an
All right, I'll be right back.
Much better in their mind. It matters that you stay. Or to stay.
Questions. Talking to an expert can help clear everything up. And when you file the tax act, 5 helps easy. So you can really maximize your refunds. Our expert helps today.
Welcome back to the Big 12 on ESPN. As we head to the 4th inning, Texas with the 1-0 lead over Oklahoma, and head coach Mike White on the headset.
Coach, last night when you guys played in that and read 9,000 fans at Hall of Fame Stadium, what was that atmosphere like?
It was horrible. It was great for our younger players to be able to experience that atmosphere. It was good.
Hey, Coach, your offense getting on base, doing that little difference. What kind of adjustments did you make?
Well, that's a good question. Just trying to make sure we get strikes. Striker is a very good pitcher and really moves the ball in the zone well and moves it off speed. So it's a difficult task, but we're able to do it so far.
All right, thank you very much, Mike.
Thank you guys. Welcome.
Also getting a terrific outing so far from Matt Morgan in the circle, holding the Sooners to just one hit so far. And as Mike breaks his way over to the third base coach's box, it will be 5, 6, and 7. This is the crew that generated the run back in the second inning. Singles for Atwood and Martinez, and then Ashton Maloney put a ball in play. There was an error on the shortstop, Bryce Lyons, and then got a run home as the freshmen got together.
All right, first pitch here of the fourth inning is a swing and a miss for Texas. Reese Atwood at the bat, or at the line, or at in the box. Scored the lone run in this game. And gets it to the Lions. One down here for Oklahoma in the top of the fourth.
They got Sunday Night Baseball coming your way. Phillies and the Rangers, Sunday at 7 Eastern on ESPN. Carl Ravitch, Eduardo Perez, David Cohn, Buster Olney on the call on ESPN. And the K-Rod Show is on ESPN2. Coverage begins with baseball tonight. Sunday Night Countdown, 6 Eastern on ESPN. First Sunday of the new baseball season.
And a foul here.
As we have we move the calendar over to April, folks. The mayhem is just around the corner.
That was actually a foul ball, prize ball off the knob of the bat.
Single in the first for Texas. They got 2 more in the second, and then Storako 7 down in order in the third. Martinez, one of those singles in the second inning.
But it's interesting because she got that single on the pitch on the outside corner, and every pitch so far in this at-bat has been on the inside corner. We talk about the adjustments this Oklahoma offense can make, but their pitching and their defense, their ability to switch things around as well is another reason why they just continue to dominate the game.
1-2 pitch. Right back to Storako. 2-1.
So the dates, we're about a month away, about a little over a month away from the selection show of the softball tournament. Friday through Sunday, May 19th through the 21st, the regionals.
Here's Katie Simmons. Hitting a double play in the second inning.
Thursday through Saturday of May 25th through the 27th. Friday through Sunday. Super Regionals, May 26th through the 28th. Those are the Super Regional dates. And then the Women's College World Series, June 1st.
Today, that first time playing Oklahoma is an experience. Playing them in that setting in front of 9.
Thursday, June 1st through Friday, June 9th.
Well, that's something that Coach White told us coming in the series, that he was excited that this young team was going to get a couple of different experiences. One at Hall of Fame Stadium.
So I'll be live for most, if not all, of the games.
And play on campus at OU in front of some crowd.
Had a couple of great lines. He said there's a big difference between being nervous and being afraid, which all athletes, I think, can attest to. And he stresses a lot with his team the performance gap. They work on that quite a bit. How you can play as opposed to how you do play. and all the physical and mental preparation that goes into making sure you're up to how you can play on any given day.
Well, Mike White understands. He pitched at the elite level internationally in men's fast pitch, and he knows what it's like to be in the pressure cooker at the World Championships when you're playing for your country.
We'll count the Simmons. Toronto trying to reach
And the pop up, and that's the third out. 6 retired in a row for Oklahoma.
Championship head coach Patty Gasso on the headset on the other side.
The first time you made a sale online with GoDaddy was also the first time you heard of a town named Dinosaur, Colorado. Start an easy-to-build, powerful website for free with a partner that always puts you first. Start for free at GoDaddy.com.
Do the work before the work. Body on the way. More than a sports drink.
For bathroom odors that linger, try Febreze Small Spaces. Just press firmly and it continuously fights odors in the air and on soft surfaces for 45 days.
Oh, another. Make it a double.
Dad, Mom thinks you got a reward again.
Gotcha.
We would rather not resort to a virtual resort.
This is much better in real life.
It matters where you stay.
Hilton, for the stay.
ABC Hockey Saturday. 2 teams on a mission face off. It's a Steel City showdown. Bruins Penguins today on ABC and ESPN Plus.
Back here at Oklahoma, Texas, up on the Sooners 1-0 as we move into the bottom of the fourth. And Patty Gasso now joining us. Michelle?
And Coach, I noticed you pulled the team together and just we're speaking with them. What was the message?
Respect. I feel like we're just kind of going along with the game and might have a little bit of residual excitement or lack of excitement from last night, just kind of like laying on us right now. So we talked about reset, new energy, new focus, new attack. We're just looking at too many strikes. It's kind of being more of our attacking self.
Coach, what have you seen out of Alex Draco's outing so far today?
Good. I think she started a little bit shaky, but has really settled in, moving the ball around well, got them guessing a bit. Defense is still backing her up the way we need to. So it looks good. We just need to step up here offensively.
All right, thank you,
Thank you, guys.
Well, this was just a moment ago during the commercial break, and Patty was giving the what for in the team huddle there. They just have the 1 hit and 3 base runners total through the first 3 innings. For a Sooner team that averages 9 runs per game, with a batting average close to 400. And the sticks have been quiet so far, courtesy of Mac Morgan.
Morgan did a lot of mixing, just down in the zone. I think the key component, as Coach said, is they're watching too many good pitches go by.
Rex Lyons would certainly be one to set a tone for him. For 50 years, spent some time with the U.S. national team. 4-year starter at shortstop. And is a big voice inside and outside of that clubhouse for the Sooners. Morgan came inside.
And a fly out for Oklahoma here in the bottom of the fourth. 1 out.
You try not to look at what's going on over there, but then you also kind of notice, okay, Coach Gasso just got the team together. The team is going to be coming out to attack and fire on all cylinders. So for her to be able to fall behind 2-0 and then still in the senior captain out to
Are you locked in when you leave or in the dugout, or then go out to the circle between innings, or are you, your peripheral vision see that other dugout?
I think you're always aware of what your opponent is doing.
Yeah.
Thinking, when I see that, I'm thinking, okay, they're going to make adjustments. What are they going to do? Move up in the box? Are they going to attack early? I mean, you know that something is coming. Well, and I feel like, too, this Oklahoma team is so good at responding. Really high flyers and stuff like that. You notice from watching that they're really good at responding to what she tells them. So this is, to me, is a big inning in this game. They're going to make that adjustment with their energy, like she was telling us about, or Texas can pull even more energy their way.
That's Michelle Smith, Amanda Scarborough with you today at Marita Hines Field here in Oklahoma. Last year's national championship. Rio winds it to Washington, 2 down. Week 6 in the XFL continues tomorrow afternoon. We've got the Falcons and Renegades on ABC. That comes your way at 3 Eastern. Then the Roughnecks and Defenders catch things off Monday at 7 on ESPN2. Every game also available on ESPN Plus. It is a huge weekend, of course, for women's athletics. We will have game 3 for you tomorrow morning here on ESPN2, Oklahoma and Texas. Will it be a rubber match, by the way? Right now the Horns are up a run after Oklahoma won last night. And then tomorrow afternoon, for the very first time on ABC, the national championship game as the college basketball season winds down, Iowa and LSU. There's Kinsey Hansen, rounded out her first time. Seeing a lot of groundouts and lineouts, by the way, here. For Mac Morgan's been very democratic, just the one strikeout. She's letting her defense take care of business for her.
So, 2 outs now for Texas. Up 1 as we head towards the end of this game. In the bottom of the 4th. We got about 3 more innings left after this one.
They are averaging 10 hits per game. Couple of home runs per game. But just the 1 hit so far.
Well, and I think the key for Morgan is her spin rate is so tight that she's hard to barrel up. And so you're seeing a lot of sprays off.
So 1-1 count for Mac Morgan,
Spinning off the bat.
the pitcher
Yes, exactly.
for Texas.
When you're a hitter, you have to get ball into that ball. For me, when I hit a low ball, I like to come down into it and try to reverse that spin. Well, and she doesn't let these close calls that she doesn't get to her. So that mentality that she has in the circle is what keeps her in bats. Even if she lets one, if she falls behind her, lets one get away. Yeah, she truly does look like she's pitching this game 1 pitch at a time.
You're right, yes. 2-1 to Hansen.
And Hansen gets the second base hit of the game for Oklahoma.
And Kinsey Hansen is able to use the ground here and play the fact that Leanne Good was playing more up the middle of the field, takes this outside pitch that stays more up, doesn't have as much bite down, but see where Leanne Good is shifted more up the middle of the field and it gets past Simmons. So beating the shift there, Kinsey Hansen did. Remember, Coach Gasso called her over to her in the third base coach's box, gave her some words of wisdom before that at bat and paid off.
Jackson Erickson, a freshman.
And a ball here for
And a home run drove in 4 runs in the Iowa State Series.
Jocelyn Erickson.
Has hit sort of a freshman wall of late. The last 12 games, she's just 3 for 25, including a ground out earlier today. Highly touted freshman, actually signed with the Sooners, or committed, I should say, when she was barely out of middle school. Has had her eye on OU for a long time. And now Mike White will come out to talk with Mac.
We mentioned it before, but you can tell that both coaches know the importance of this inning. Coach Gasso not pulling the team together and then pulling Jocelyn Erickson and Kinsey Hansen together with 2 outs. And now with emphasis back, Mac Morgan falls behind, and now Coach White goes out there. But both coaches understanding what's at stake for late in the game. We're actually just at the bottom of the fourth. It kind of feels like we're more to fifth or to sixth, but
Got a lot on the line. Yeah. It's a rivalry matchup, and maybe a preview of what might happen in the Big 12 tournament and the NCAA tournament. Of course, these two at Oklahoma State. Ooh. Number 1, number 2, and number 8 in the country now in the Big 12.
and the rest of the Big 12 is climbing as well. Yale is getting better. Texas Tech is getting better. Kansas. Iowa State's tough. They won a cup last weekend.
And a grounder roller to first, and that will be the end of the inning.
She chased it and golfs it to first. Inning over. 1-0. Hook 'em.
Man, tax credit. Maybe.
Filing your taxes can feel like a big mystery. The Tax Act gives you everything you need to solve it for less. File this one under maximum refund.
Well, the only thing you regularly need is waffles. It matters to you stay.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Yeah, by Hilton. Hilton, for the stay.
I'm looking for my brother Luigi. He looks exactly like me before. Let's get it figured. And does he also have a breathtaking mustache? I hope you enjoyed your lunch. I bet you will too.
Not too bad.
Yes.
Excuse me, everybody.
When I started my new kombucha business, I thought there would be a lot more kombucha. And
As a new small business owner, I learned that trying to be the cool boss is a lot harder when you're actually stressed. I know everything.
So,
I knew for business. Well, everything.
basketball season ends Monday.
Not anymore.
We're almost over with basketball. It's crazy. All we got left is baseball and softball. Possibly tennis. That's it. That's it.
The fact that the freshman comes out and is up 2-0, and Mike White is going to talk a little bit about to his pitcher, hey,
Let's check the schedule coming up
go ahead and just
this week.
freeze her, ice her a little bit, and that's exactly what Matt Morgan does.
Monday, we do have a softball game. Top 16 matchup between the number 10 Georgia and number 16 Kentucky. We may or may not stream that at 7 p.m. on Monday. On Tuesday, Virginia Tech and Longwood. Not really anything interesting. Ball State, Notre Dame at 8. Wednesday, Clemson and Furman. No stream there. Thursday is when we start to get going. LSU and Missouri and Clemson and Florida State at 6 p.m. on Thursday. I'm streaming that one. You know it. Clemson and Florida State.
7 scoreless innings in that Liberty game. The biggest drought this year for the Sooners.
Friday at 7. I can't stream that one. Dang it.
Down by Maloney.
I have to do something for my high school softball team. Guys, I know I'm a guy. Right?
And the communication on the Sooner side of the defense looking like, hey, let's see if this is going to go foul. And it doesn't. It just rides that line. Sometimes that's a chance to take, try to read that spin. And you need breaks like that against a team like Oklahoma. You need some breaks to go your way.
How is that game on ACC Network Extra? What?
Trying to short game it a little bit.
And Beth, you were talking about too the last time Oklahoma lost.
We got Georgia and Arkansas next Saturday at 6.
They challenge themselves in pre-conference games playing 10.
And Mississippi State A&M at 8.
Was making things tougher or challenging her team before conference got going this year.
On Sunday, we have Boston College, Georgia Tech, at UNC.
They've sprinkled in a few more SEC opponents with the impending move for both of these schools. Next year will be their last year in the Big 12, and then it's off to the Southeastern Conference for Oklahoma and Texas.
Oh, crazy.
Really good night.
Well, to your point, Beth, it is interesting because throughout the softball world, minus Oklahoma, there's been always the chatter about the Pac-12 and the SEC, the strength. But the last couple of years, the Big 12 has been so strong with obviously Oklahoma and Texas hiring Mike White, really turning things around. Kenny Gajewski at Oklahoma State. And the transfers that they're getting that made their team stronger, and coaches are doing a good job of recruiting. The transfer portal and refreshment too.
It's come up again this week. Some of the comments that Mike White started to make got him into a little bit of hot water, but so much still to be figured out when it comes to the portal and it comes to NIL. And what the playing field is going to look like in the future, the fly ball out to right, going down.
Well, I think that's a question for all sports, right? It's not just softball. I think it's navigating a portal and NIL for every collegiate athlete and collegiate program after the sport.
Here's Leanne Good.
So I will be streaming throughout the week. Thursday is probably going to be realistically next stream.
Diving catch it short, diving play it short.
For softball with Clemson and Florida State, that game would be a crazy game to go to.
Kind of confidence with that pitch, and what you're seeing from her too is her ability to be able to throw that pitch for strike through the strike zone through the hitter, but then also get the hitter to chase it.
Might see maybe we could go next.
She has a lot of confidence and gets the answer back by the plate to throw it there.
At 12.
Well, it's interesting to your point. I mean,
might see
she gets Dayton to
So
fly
I'll be
out
playing
on
them
that
against
pitch, and then
C.
comes right back with it at the first pitch of the at-bat to Leanne Good. She's done that pitch a lot today. Drop off of velocity of anywhere from.
All right, Leanne Good for Texas. 1 on, 1 out. And a bunt from Leanne. Good answer there! Texas will get 2 runners in scoring position after a bad throw. No, Leanne Good's going to stay at first for Texas. But another runner gets to third for Texas after errant throw. An awkward throw from the pitcher.
Alex Duraco on a throw earlier to first base looked a little not sure about her throw, and so gets tested here and just guides it. It gets past Erickson, doesn't keep it in front. Now Texas has runners on the corners and less than 2 outs.
Scored a single and then an E1 on the throw gets Maloney over to third. So only 6 errors all year for Oklahoma, 2 of them today. And that sets up a chance for Mia Scott to add to the lead. And struck out looking twice.
All right, here we go. Top of the 5th, Texas.
This is interesting defense. Take a look at Tiari Jennings. She is moving towards second base. There's no way on a bunt she's covering first. They're going to send Erickson back. You know what that means? Duraco has to field that ball. And then she makes that little bit of a miscued throw. So interesting defensive setup for Oklahoma, and I love the way they field really played that out, seeing that.
Scott, a hot shot to Jennings, flips a second for 1 over to first, double play.
What a double play there from Oklahoma.
Saves and runs.
And this play is going to actually go to review. It's going to be challenged by Texas at the out at second base. Potentially first base, excuse me. It looked like Leanne maybe you go because Leanne Good slid in and went right away to Coach White with her hands on her ears, signaling that she thought that she was safe. But what an incredible play by Tiare Jennings to stay in front of that line drive on the short hop and then the toss to Lyons. I mean, that is beautiful. Jennings to Lyons trying to get that double play, but I think that she will be safe for first base. Yeah.
And that'll be a run up for Texas.
Yeah, and so I think the turn at second is good, but I think right here that you can see that the Scott got down the line in time.
And she was hustling too. I mean, the fact that this was even close was with Mia Scott's speed tells you how well Oklahoma turned that, how quickly they did. Because I think this is going to be overturned, that she should be safe at first.
So it looks like the first, the out at second's gonna be safe, or it's gonna stand.
The second inning.
And the first,
Texas run.
so
This inning may
the second out is
be the
confirmed.
second Texas run.
It was confirmed.
Because they changed the good play now to a straight up E1, not a hit.
And look at the way Scott hits the bag. She's hitting the front of the bag with the front or the toe of her foot. This is outstanding base running, and that's the reason she's safe. If she hits the top or the back of the bag, more than likely that gives the throw a little more time to come in. So really good job of hitting the front of the bag with the tip of the toe.
I'm not quite sure what they would be looking at here. That the toe didn't hit the base, right?
Yes.
And not the dirt.
Well,
So
and here's the difference between the SEC reviews and what we're doing in the Big 12 is that they have to leave the field, go down, and the umpires have to look at the replay themselves. Whereas at the SEC, they have a command center or central center, and they have comms where they talk about it.
so they're back there.
Yes.
Call on the field is out at first base, double play to end the inning, but it would appear upon the replays that we're seeing that it's going to be safe at first, which would score a run.
Yep.
It's a big run.
And that's a big run for Texas. That is now the first out. The second was confirmed. The out at second was confirmed.
So far away, they're trying to be loud, but they're so far away from the action. There they are.
Way out in right field. Right on the road.
So that is now a second run for Texas.
And they do it with the short game. There you see some burnt orange. There they are. Nice little pocket. 2-0 Texas. 2 outs with Scott at first base for the number 3 hitter, Alyssa Washington. Well, what we talked about? How to compete and how to beat Oklahoma. You got to play clean. So far, Texas has. Mike White told us you've got to seize your opportunities. They've only had 2 of them. They've cashed both of them in.
Yeah.
And they've gotten a solid pitching performance to date from Mac Morgan.
It's understanding when you're in that moment.
Good change up in the throw. Nobody home. All the way out to Coleman in center field.
These two cracked me up, Jada Coleman and Mia Scott, because they both they're such similar players. Like both are so fiery, and so the minute that I saw the minute I saw Mia Scott round second, looked to go to third, and she's like, "Wait, I don't want to go on Jada Coleman," and she just stands there and tries to go to throw to second. Like the showmanship is so funny.
Runner in scoring position.
Change up is nasty. Her ability to change speeds in this game is what's keeping her in this game.
And throw it back to back to back.
Brito will handle this at third. Fires it over to first. Good
And that's the end of as we now we're headed to the middle of the 5th inning.
Miscue 2-0 Horns.
And Texas adds on to a lead, onto their 1-0 lead, making it now 2-0. As number one has 9 outs.
Can I grow stronger? Can I get better? Body on that line. More than sports drink. Meet the Regal Miracle Strength. The Regal I really use this every day to make my house smell amazing. After I eat the bed, after I touch my dog on the couch. So I can wear my jacket or jeans one more time before I wash them again. It even makes shoes smell fresh. It doesn't cover up odors with scent, but actually fights them and freshens. Over 1,000 uses. Breeze stylish refresher.
This is red. Man, tax pen. Maybe.
Filing your taxes can feel like a big mystery. The Tax Act gives you everything you need to solve it. File this one under maximum refunds.
Where can we go your likeness?
You're connecting rooms. Both confirmed connecting rooms for an extra large closet. Or, for your family.
When you need a connecting room for whatever reason, it matters that you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
Well, JT Gasso has been terrific with the offense over the course of his career. In the dugout with his mother, Patty Gasso, the head coach. The season batting average, .391, 10 hits, 9 runs a game. Quiet thus far today, just the 2 hits off of Mac Morgan. They've not been shut out since the World Series in 2019 by Alabama. And they're just 1 loss on the season. Back in February, Baylor. Riding a 23-game win streak. They have not lost here in Norman to Texas in 9 years. And they've got some work to do as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
First pitch is low, ball 1.
And the top due up. Four base runners today for the Sooners. A couple of singles and a couple of walks.
And the first couple of times we ordered, Mac Morgan hasn't had to use her changeup or her off-speed pitch all that much. That first pitch to Nugent was at 57 miles an hour, so she still has that in the back pocket to work in late in this game.
Key. They have not gotten a runner in scoring position since the first inning. Texas A&M earlier this year, the only team to out-hit Oklahoma. The Sooners won that game anyways. Coming into Nugent, who's one of the feel-good stories for Oklahoma this year, the sophomore out of Seal Beach. Only at 17 at-bats all of last season, but with the graduations and the changes, opportunity knocked, and she's been right there ready to go. Drifting. Actually spent her summer playing in a...
All right, so 3-2 count.
She's a catcher too, and Coach Gasso was talking to us about Sophia and saying, on my team, we have to know 2 positions like the back of your hand. So she catches, but then we move her to the outfield. She will play there with it.
Yo, I'm barely making it down on this thing. You guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. But I'm about like right here. Like right where my finger is, like right about there. Yeah, like right about there.
The sun a little bit.
So I drink about that much of bigger than my finger.
Good job. Yeah, you're trying to stay calm, and then that happens. Your heart rate spikes for a second. With back Morgan and the Texas defense pulling together right here. Just understanding
And that much. I can figure it out.
Showing some leadership.
Out of this whole cup, you see this, right? You see it? That's the bottom, the top, bottom. This whole cup. I've only drank about this much.
You can also catch the Burton Tarasi show over on ESPN2. Got a couple different screens working for you. The national championship.
No one wants to watch Burton Tarasi. I'm sorry.
Caitlin Clark closing out with the Hawkeyes. And from Kim Mulkey, who won 3 titles in a row, winning one in just her second season.
I want to see Caitlin Clark win it.
Riley Bone laces one to right.
And a big hit here for Oklahoma. Finally, Riley Boone gets a single here, hard hit single for the Sooners. 1 out, 1 on.
It's just going to clobber this pitch. It's on the inner half, and she is just waiting for it. You can tell she is hunting this pitch and just explodes on it. And tell you what, playing the outfield here, Maloney is keeping this ball. That's a triple. If that gets into the corner, the Sooners have a runner at third. That is an outstanding defensive play.
Let's see if that makes a big difference here. With 1 out, here comes the top.
Can Mac Morgan.
Jennings back to back. Jada's been on base twice.
Jada Coleman now to bat for Oklahoma.
Safely every game this year. Last night was the first time that she didn't reach with a walker and hit. Got on with a fielder's choice. So she's been on base every time she's put the jersey on this year.
I mean, look at the on base percentage. Over 620 and wow.
0-1 count for Jada Coleman at the bat, at the plate, up to bat. Blown away.
Well, you're at a spot too where you have speed at first and speed at the plate, but that's this area of the Oklahoma lineup is right now on the field.
They'll reach for it. Morgan waits, throws to second. They get the lead, 2 outs.
Morgan gets the easy reach there, reaches up, gets it, turns it to second, and gets a big second out.
Huge out.
Four.
Speed of Coleman is just going to be completely off. And you could tell it's almost like Mac Morgan knew there wasn't going to be a chance for a double play. Just wanted to focus on for sure making that one play second.
Good player for Mac Morgan.
Jennings, a ground out to first, back to short.
Tiara Jennings.
So careful right there with Jennings and the way that she swings at that, identifies mistakes, and it's almost like these, of course they have mistakes, but it's almost like sometimes pitchers with so much pressure to pitch against these hitters, they end up making mistakes over the harder plate. She got one last night too, it was right over the middle.
She's batting .560 with 2 outs this year. That home run last night is 64th of her career.
I mean, that's incredible. 560. She's hitting over 437, but 560 with 2 outs.
Trying to check it.
Like that, right after the check.
So 2-1 count here for Tiara Jennings. 2 outs. This is a huge at bat for Oklahoma. Tiara Jennings could hit. It could hit out of the park. And tie it up here.
If she's gotten into trouble this year, it's been because her drop ball lines more up in the zone late in the game, especially the third time.
This is a big out for Texas. If they could get this out here, that would be huge. 2-2 count. I would probably take a pause here. Jennings gets it out to left. 2 on, 2 outs. A runner in scoring position for Oklahoma.
too often Mac Morgan is going to go up, but she does try to get this pitch up and in on the hands, and Jenny's hands are so quick to get to this pitch, 70 miles an hour up and in her hands, and she's just able to work it into a single. Still able to keep her in the yard, which is always a plus for the Texas defense when they got 2 on, 2 outs.
Haley Lee will be coming up. Haley has grounded out a couple of times back to third and the second today. She hit a monster last night.
Yeah, watch where this one lands. I mean, a moonshot. One hopped over the slow pitch fence.
A couple of those last night consumers hopping, getting the warning track. That's a 300-foot fence.
Yes, that's out there. That's Newsman-esque for some of you older viewers out there. The honor of Stacy Newsman. All right, so here we go. 2 on, 2 out. Down by a couple of runs. And your number 3 hitter stepping in, Haley Lee. Excellent speed on the bases for the Sooners.
How that was out straight. Yeah, I thought that was even right down the heart of the plate. Maybe it was just a little bit too low, but well, it was. I think it was supposed to be on the outer half. Look at where she's setting up, and boom, it comes right down. And so I don't know. We talk sometimes at times about catchers really being able to stay low so the umpire can see the pitch.
Brought that one up a smidge, so 1-1. These are the kind of moments you transfer into Oklahoma form.
Haley Lee up to bat for Oklahoma. Bats third in the lineup, 0 for 2 today. And pops it out of play. 1-2 count for Oklahoma. Can Mac Morgan get out of this inning? Oklahoma just has 7 outs remaining. And get Texas back up to the plate. Can Mac Morgan do it?
Now part of the Red River rivalry. 2-2.
Little waste on the outer half. See if they try to come back in underneath the hands.
To second and through
And through, and Oklahoma is going to get a run in here. Jada Coleman.
Well, Mike White said it. We're going to beat the number 1 team in the country. We have to play clean defense. We have to make the outs. When the ball is hit
2-1 Oklahoma.
Outer half, and Haley Lee is just going to charge it the opposite way. And you can see the way that Leanne Good, the freshman, is going to back up on that ball. It's hit hard.
I don't know why I put
It's a
mid
tough
of the
play, but it's
fifth.
one that has to be made with the game on the line.
today for Texas and a costly one. And still with runners on the corners for Grace Lyons. Their 5th-year senior leader. Neither side yet has a hit with a runner in scoring position. They're a combined 0 for 8, but they have feasted on the other side's errors. And now a moment for Grace.
It's that 3rd time through the lineup. Sooners making those adjustments here late in the game.
Tying run at 3rd. Go ahead at 1st. Lions back up the middle and stepping on the base.
And that's the end of the 5th inning. Oklahoma avoids the shutout. 2-1.
And now we are obsessed with it.
what breaks our heart when we see deliveries going wrong.
Like some fries. They're cold, they're soggy, and they don't deliver well.
We knew we had to do something about it. Turns out the solve wasn't a better fry.
It was hot.
Down those new loaded times, the speed goal. And because we're a pizza company, we loaded them with pizza toppings. Those hots made to be delivered. They can't just taste great, they need to deliver great. Try new loaded times with your favorite pizza.
Tired of washing dishes? Well, flip the way you clean them. With Dawn's Washing Easy Squeeze. It's an upside down bar. With no cap. You just grab and squeeze. Dawn Platinum's more powerful formula breaks down and removes grease 4 times faster. Huh, nice. No flip, no mess. Platinum's also a go-to grease cleaner for your sink, your countertops, and improved treat stains on laundry. Fast, easy. Dawn Platinum Easy Squeeze. Look the way you clean dishes. Raw avocado toast.
Yeah. Well, the only thing you rate your is waffles. It matters where you stay. Yeah. Enjoy it. Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Let's take a look at our game recap. And first up on the board, Texas taking advantage of an error at short. Then they played a little small ball. And courtesy of another error, it would ultimately be 2-0. And Oklahoma in the bottom of the fifth responds with one. On the Texas miscue. Coleman coming in to score. And that is where we stand as we head to the sixth. Rematch of last year's national championship, won by the Sooners. Both starters still in the game. Alex Storacco back out for the sixth inning. 5, 6, and 7 coming up. Gordon Whitaker. Oh, that pitch went up there and hit the ball.
So I will be live for
Is that the Silver Schooner back there? That's maybe my first arm right there.
swing and a miss here for Texas. 1-1 count. Jordan Whitaker up to bat, 0 for 1. 250 batting average, a home run, 10 RBIs, and a 3.308 batting on base percentage.
That's when you know that your hitters head at times when they're letting close pitches or strikes go by and swinging at elevated pitches and pitches that are showing up 10 miles an hour slower than previous pitches.
And a ball inside there for. So now 3-1 to count.
In that DP spot was, and Jay, I like the signal on shows. It's like, hey, I'm putting you in here, and it's not just for this one at bat. You're going to have multiple choices for opportunities. But you also have multiple choices as a hitter, so you choose which one you're going to swing at. That's right.
And that's a nice pitch there for Oklahoma. Now the full count.
Another close pitches in this at bat. Come on the skates. Full count.
And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Texas needs to get. Would love to get a few more runs in the next 5 outs to get some insurance. Oklahoma.
It's been a while too since Storacco had a strikeout. Yeah, back to Whitaker in the third.
And pops it up. Jennings gets the easy out there.
Tomorrow is the first Sunday night baseball game of the new season. Got the Phillies and the Rangers from Arlington. Coverage begins with baseball tonight's Sunday night countdown at 6 Eastern on ESPN. Hopes brings a turnover for all those teams in MLB.
And a strike here for the first pitch of the third AB of the inning. Viviana Martinez up to bat now, 1 for 2 today. A single. Has a home run on the season as well, so. And that's gone! Texas with a single shot! Viviano Martinez with a solo shot in Norman.
Vivi Martinez is going to take a ball out of the yard, pitch on the outer half, and just
barely scoots it over the fence. And Texas now has a 3-1 lead here over the number 1 team in the nation.
Smooth swing and just gets it to leave the yard, and that's a big blow to get that run back that the Sooners had just put up on the board in the bottom of the fifth. So scoring in the top of the 6th, very big for these long.
And a bad pitch to start the next AB 1-0 count.
Second one of the inning out of Sirocco's hand.
Can Sirocco calm down and get going again? That's the question. Top of the 6th. 2 outs, but a 2-out home run there for Texas. Vivi Martinez with the solo bomb, the 2-out solo bomb there. Huge hit and a huge blow to the Sooners. And that's a fly out. Should be an easy fly out, and it is. Now in the inning, a quick solo oppo shot for Viviana Martinez.
The freshman is her second home run of the season off the All-American Sirocco to get that run back for Texas. Texas up.
Right before she hit that, I said she does have a home run on this season. Now she has 2. She did not take that long.
Streaks and heat better than my old mom. Plus, it's safe to use on all my floors, even wood. So for wet jump, so worth it. Best decision ever. Love it. Are you ready now?
You can always independent, right?
Tax questions. Talking to an expert can help clear everything out. And when you file the Tax Act, live help is easy, so you can really maximize your refund. At Expert Help today.
Do the work before home. Body on the line. More than sports drink.
Welcome to Stormy Heights. The windows are always metal. Pellis fiberglass is the strongest material for windows and patio doors. Fiberglass frames even scratch and dent resistant. Pella windows. See those replacement windows that mellow out.
When you prefer dream vacation over a rental nightmare, it matters where to stay. Hilton, where to stay. Number 1, Oklahoma taking on Texas a year ago in Austin, and it was the Longhorns getting the win to snap a 40-game Sooner win streak. And their only win in the series in the last 29 meetings. Haley Dolcini was the winner. Now an assistant over there with the Longhorns. And what's at stake today? Well, Texas is up 3-1, folks.
Last loss for Oklahoma in Norman.
Dating back to February of 2020. And the Sooners, with work to do, will start right here with Alyssa Brito leading things off with a base hit.
And another great defensive play out in right field. That ball well struck. See, the burrito's gonna go oppo with a pitch on the outer half and just barrels it up. It looks like it might leave the yard, but it stays in. But again, really good defense by Melinda. She's gonna go get that ball and make sure that burrito stays at first base. So a long, loud single instead of getting into the gap for a double.
Tying run to the plate for the Sooners. Kinsey Hansen. 1 for 2, single her last time up. This is to the middle of the order. Their third time seeing Mac Morgan.
Kinsey Hansen now to bat for the Sooners. Quickly, a long single on the first pitch of the inning. Kinsey Hansen is batting .400 on the season. 7 home runs. And a high strike there. 1-1 count. Mac Morgan at 83 pitches right now.
It's just something that you've grown to expect a lot more in these types of situations. Really good positioning sets that up.
Oklahoma's defense has 1 today, almost at 2.
On that inner half and just not wanting to come too much off the plate, trying to keep a little bit off, and this umpire is really consistent with balls that have been about a ball or ball and a half off the plate. Now he's calling him, and Matt Morgan just knows that she has to be careful.
All right, 3-1 count here for Kinsey Hansen.
Real to Hansen. Slow roll to second. That'll be good to get the lead. Not in time to get Hansen. 1 down.
And they'll get the lead runner at second. With a slow grinder from Kinsey Hansen.
There's that play. There's some debate, 30 seconds to decide whether or not you're going to challenge it. And sometimes coaches rely on their base runner to tell them, do you think you were safe or out? Conversation now. Coach Patty Gasso and Rita. There's so little time for Leanne Wood to make that force out at second. Really had to trust herself and feel. I mean, remember she made the error earlier in this game. Slow developing play. You can see how slow it was. And Rita looked like she may have been on the move. And 3 out of barely. And Kinsey Hansen gets down the line very well.
So Patty Gasso will move on.
Great play by Leanne Wood to be able to keep that runner out of scoring position.
She will make a change, though. Go to a pinch hitter here. Sydney Sanders will hit for the freshman Erickson.
All right, Sydney Sanders. The sophomore transfer from Arizona State.
Sanders was a big-time pickup out of the transfer portal from Arizona State. She was a first-team All-American last year, but has struggled to find her footing in Norman. There's 220 on the season.
220 batting average, a home run, 10 RBIs, and a 659 on base percentage.
Coach Gasso was talking to us just about how hard it is to be a sophomore and not the freshman year that you had like Sydney Sanders at Arizona State. Nevertheless, be a sophomore at a new program with this deep roster, trying to earn your spot, even though you a little bit wrong.
Just outside the line.
And that's a foul ball.
One-two pitch. Off the end of the bat to short. The only play will be the first. 2 down. Hanson over the second.
And Hanson will get to second.
Yeah.
And now 2 down for Oklahoma.
Every out, but that's a big out right there where Oklahoma's at in order. And a good decision by Martinez to know that, again, another slow developing play. You want to get the lead runner, but you know you can just feel it too much time. I got to go get the runner at first. The batter at first. Back Morgan and Sidney Sanders used to be teammates at Arizona State.
So is the next batter coming up. Elena Torres, Arizona State transfer, is the next pinch hitter here to face Morgan. Well, Big 12 now on ESPN Plus is a must-have for all you Big 12 fans. Softball and baseball in full swing. There's more than 200 games available, along with early rounds of both conference tournaments. Plus, it's the home for over 600 live events and original content. If you're a Big 12 fan, you got to have it. Sign up today at espnplus.com/Big12now. So Morgan will stay in there.
Again, conference tournaments are going to be the same with men's.
The Sooners up against it. They only have 4 outs to play with here. Down 3-1.
Elena Torres for Oklahoma, another Arizona State transfer. Mac Morgan, the pitcher for Texas, is also an Arizona State transfer. So 3 Arizona State transfers playing right now in this inning. How good could Arizona State be if they stayed at Arizona State?
Torres does have 8 2-out RBI this year. Deep left, back to the track, looking up at the base.
And a deep out for Oklahoma. Elena Torres hits into the warning track and probably hits it max without a home run, and they catch it. The farthest thing could go without going out of the park. And it is caught to end the inning. That would have tied it up if it was gone. What a hit, but sadly fell short. 77th inning. One more inning and they'll head that over to Texas A&M and Tennessee. Yeah, so Tennessee and Texas A&M. That's the top of the first.
Is brought to you by Phillips 66, proud sponsor of Big 12 softball.
The sights and scenes from the medieval fair right next door.
Ooh, at 5.
We're at Maria Hines Field, where we have a new pitcher for Oklahoma. Jordy Ball will come on to pitch the top of the 7th. Texas leading OU 3-1, trying to end the Sooners' 50-game home field winning streak. The folks here have not seen a loss since February of 2020 on this field.
Jordy Ball got the win last night. 7 innings pitched, gave up just 2 hits to the Longhorns, 108 pitches on the evening. Uncharacteristically gave up 4 base on balls for just 6 strikeouts. So
Tomorrow at 5, I'll be live for some softball.
a little bit with the Horns, but definitely
Stanford and UCLA. I'll be keeping an eye on that series. See if that game could be a split. Who won yesterday? UCLA won yesterday. 4-0. I'll keep an eye. I'll check the game tomorrow. No winner of the game today. I'll check it probably either tonight or tomorrow. More likely tomorrow. And then I'll see if I stream it or not at 5. So that could be a potential softball stream. Again, guys, you guys are gonna start seeing more softball. Obviously, I'll probably stream the games today.
Due up for the Sooners, by the way, in the bottom of the 7th, Boone Coleman Jennings. One, two for ball.
That was pretty quiet in this stadium, you guys. I always loved that's a good
2-2 count.
I went to play on the road, and you could tell that the crowd was just a little quiet, a little stunned, just trying to get into it. But their team is losing. I love that as an opponent, being on the road and hearing a quiet crowd.
And a bad pitch. I'll pitch there for Oklahoma.
Team in the country, and yet the 2 errors costly today. Best hitting team in the country. They average 10 hits per game. They've only got 5. They average 9 runs per game and have been held to the 1 so far. Slap to third. Brito. One down.
And 1 down for Texas.
This is where Oklahoma just always has so much energy. Rio makes that play and immediately is just pumped. They celebrate the plays, even if they seem like it's a routine play. That they play with so much energy, and that's why you're just always kind of waiting for that to bust out.
One for 1 has reached down a walk.
Pitch right at the knees.
Two out.
Two count. Fouled away.
She's kicking herself out like a good pitch.
Yeah. Holland is kicking my butt, guys.
That's a nice pitch, quality on the outer half. Well located. Texas does have the upper hand here with having seen Jordan pitch last night. I think they have experience off the bird. Seen all of the pitches from last night. They were tiny.
Freshman of the year, Jordan Ball, 22-1 on the season. Went through a forearm injury to help them out in the postseason. Pulled down the first, 2 out. Back to the top and lead good.
Hit a home run on the Jordy Ball last night. First time that way game. Probably gonna get a heavy dose of drop balls and things. Done that work.
Down to the zone. Backhanded Jennings over the first. Good stretch.
Nice play by the defense. And we are
Jennings and Coleman both set to pick up a bat when we return.
bottom of the 7th. 3 more outs. Oklahoma has 3 outs to get at least 2. They need at least 2 to stay alive in the game.
You need a connecting room for whatever reason, it matters. Hilton for the stay.
Get on your face and order a small fries for just a few only $3. There's a goat here. No, folks, there is a goat here. I love mowing. But I have good health insurance. Yeah. Did you say yeah?
He's talking about the expenses health insurance doesn't cover.
Oh, that flat, you can get money to help close that gap.
That's right, huh?
Yeah.
Their health expenses health insurance doesn't cover. Official partner for fans.
And so number 3. When your team needs more space to work and eat, right? That Merkel?
No, that's sharp.
It matters for the stay. Hilton for the stay.
3-1 Texas with the lead over Oklahoma, and the Sooners 31-1 on the season. They've won 27 of the last 28 against Texas, and they are sitting on a 50-game home field win streak. That is in jeopardy. They have 3 outs to
All right, 50 straight wins at home for Oklahoma. 27 out of the last 28 games against Texas has gone to Oklahoma.
You will see 9, 1, and 2 in the lineup. Only 5 times this year has Oklahoma played a softball game without hitting a home run. The best offense in the country has been held in check so far by Morgan. Can she do it one more inning and end the streak? Riley Boone is 1 for 2, singled her last time up.
Riley Boone up to bat for Oklahoma. 0-1. Oklahoma has not hit a home run in this game, and it has been held to 1 run and hits.
1-1.
You can do what Morgan has been able to do. She's actually fallen behind on several of the counts. What stands out to me is that of the 26 plate appearances, 14 of them have found themselves in hitters' counts. So a 2-0, 2-1, 3-1 count, one of those. So they've hit with leverage a lot in this game, but she's continued to make pitches even in those counts.
And she's going to do another one here.
Well, Mike White calling the pitches does a good job of, even when it is a hitter's count, of leveraging to his side. Knowing that, all right, this is a hitter's count. What are they probably hunting? Let's go in a different location. Let's change velocity.
2-1 count here. Mac Morgan.
For a strike on
Strike. 2-2 count.
Just to reiterate again, the dominance for Oklahoma in terms of the last 10 Big 12 regular season titles, they have lost 15 conference games in 10 years. That is it. One of those to Texas last year in Austin. Boom, base hit.
Boone gets the base hit.
Run to the plate for the Sooners. They call him the party starter, and that's why.
In the 9-hole, Boone is just going to work the count deep to 3-2, and then gets an elevated pitch. She just turns on it. So look where this pitch is. It's elevated, it's out, and she just gets a barrel through it, hits it through the hole. Leanne good. The second baseman's playing more up the middle, so big gap. Punches it into right field. Only one of the few mistakes that Morgan has made in this game was supposed to be more on the outside corner. Split open middle of the plate.
Boone now 4 for 5 in the series, and if you're OU, these are the two you want coming up. Coleman and Dings back to back.
Coleman now to bat for Oklahoma. 1 for 2 on the day. 1-0 count, 1 on.
On the short list for National Player of the Year honors, the season that Jada Coleman has been having.
Where's the other laptop?
I don't know.
Reached base all 3 times
I had it on
today.
the-
and has
I put it on the
scored
couch.
back in the 5th.
I don't know if it's. I don't think it's still there though.
The outside corner. Jada didn't agree.
All right, 1-1 count, 1 out. Or 1 on.
Goes the opposite way. Back it goes and gone.
Coleman hits it out of the park, and we are tied here in the bottom of the 7th. Jada Coleman ties it up on one swing of the bat.
Coleman didn't think the pitch before was a strike, but it was a called strike off the outside corner. You could tell where Matt Morgan was starting to throw these lefties, or has been throwing all game. That pitch location, it was a little bit off the plate, but it was elevated. And because it was a belt tie, Jada Coleman is going to be able to take this the other way. One of the best hitters in the game at using the entire field, foul pole to foul pole this time, and a left field line.
All even at 3 apiece, and here's Tiare James. And one run to walk it off for Oklahoma. What an at-bat for Coleman. After the leadoff single for Riley Boone.
Well, sometimes that's sitting in the same spot too many times, and you get a pitch off the plate for a strike. You go back there, it looks bigger to the hitter. So do you cross him up and come back inside? Go a little bit slower. She hasn't really used that changeup that much.
And Texas will make a move. Outstanding
Mike
performance by
White.
Matt Morgan kept the bats quiet until the finish. And then Coleman with a blast. Back to the woman.
I'll have another. Make it a dog.
You know, the power cord is.
Huh?
You have a power cord like this?
No. I don't know.
Better in real life.
It matters these days. Hilton for the stay.
First, there's an idea, and
Huh?
you do something about it for the first time with GoDaddy. Then, before you know it, you make your first sale. Small business first, never stop coming. You have a partner that works with you.
No, I haven't used it.
Start today at GoDaddy.com.
The national championship. That's our move.
Sunday on ABC and ESPN Plus.
Here we go! NBA play-in tournament.
Underdogs are fame. I'll grab all crazy. One thing I know that it's strong to go. If I did it before, I can do it again.
Well, drama here in Norman with Texas up 3-1 coming into the bottom of the seventh, and a 2-run home run for Jada Coleman to tie things up. The starter, Mac Morgan, departs. And what a moment for the freshman. Setlali Gutierrez will make her first appearance in the Red River rivalry.
Yeah, she's had really good moments for Texas in her freshman
Setlali Gutierrez.
And there's been some down moments too where she pitches with quite a few nerves, but so much potential for this freshman Setlali Gutierrez with a 1.75 ERA, 10 wins on the season for her. And the first hitter that she has to face is arguably the best hitter in the country, Terry Jennings.
4 of her last 6 appearances have come out of the bullpen for Texas. A walk-off opportunity for Tiara Jennings. Still nobody out, and the heart of the order coming up for OU.
There's a strike.
Probably this game can change, right? To where now OU is one swing away from winning it.
Yep.
And again, really no panic button, just a team that's so confident knowing that they can put runs up on the board, they can leave the yard.
Outside 2-1. 1 for 3, singled in the 5th, Jennings did.
You think about how young Texas is out in the field. You have the freshman battery, freshman up the middle, playing second and short, just a sophomore in center field. So up the middle of the field, just so young, so much youth.
Game winner is aboard for the Sooners.
And a walk. Jennings gets on base.
Haley Lee is 0 for 3 today.
Haley Lee now to bat for Oklahoma. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
She'll throw this off-speed curveball, you guys, that has crazy tight spin on it. Drop it down to 60 miles an hour, but pitch that she likes to use as her off-speed pitch or her changeup.
The NCAA Women's National Championship, LSU in Iowa at 2:30 tomorrow.
Through the first 6 innings,
Probably won't be live for that game.
They picked up another one just a moment ago with the Jada Coleman 2-run home run. And now Haley Lee looking for another. As Gutierrez struggles to find the strike zone.
And Gutierrez has struggled.
I think it'll be interesting if Texas goes back and takes a look at the positioning of this game with nobody on, so no runners at first base. I'm surprised they haven't moved Leanne Good, their freshman second baseman, a little bit more down into that 3-4 hole. They've given quite a few hits to right field, which she's been well up the middle with nobody on. Now, granted, with a runner at first, then you want to be a little more up the middle, try to turn that double play when you call the ground balls.
You think about how good the players have been in this game who committed errors. Grace Lyons in this game committed just her 3rd error of the season, and Leanne Good, a freshman, who's her second error all season.
So you think about speed curveball again.
Low and full count.
Pitch right there. It's where you want to live as a pitcher, try to go as low as you can to see what you can call a strike.
Inside corners, opposite as that off-speed curveball runs away from you, back underneath the hand.
Lee, it chops over the head of Washington, actually dinged her in the forehead and out into left field. Both runners safe on the base paths as the athletic trainer quickly is out to check on Alyssa Washington. That was a hard hit ball down the line at Washington. He continues to hold her forehead. Yeah, just took a crazy hop off the dirt and right up into her face. She will come out. Camille Corona will come on at third base. The single, the 2-run home run, and now a walk and another single has pushed the game-winning run into scoring position.
Game-winning run through for the Sooners. I cannot speak. Game-winning run for the Sooners in scoring position.
And Grace Lyons will look for the first hit of the day for either side with a runner in scoring position. They're a combo 0 for 10.
Both teams today combined 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position.
And the 9-game hitting streak coming in. Looking to lay down the bunt.
Simmons just fielded that for a ground ball that was just a bat coming at her at first base. She went down there, fielded like it was a ball.
Interesting idea there for the Sooners with the power hitter up.
And a wild pitch will put both runners in scoring position. Runner at third and second.
Sack fly will do it.
And there's little mistakes that you just cannot get the Sooners to capitalize on everything.
It's a wild pitch. On their feet now at Marita Hines Field. Lions slow roller to third. They'll have a play at the plate. Jennings hung up. And she is outside the baseline.
And Jennings is out.
Down. Hodge ambled up behind her to third.
No harm, no foul as Hodge moves up and Grace Lyons has enough time to get down to second base.
So still 2 in scoring position. They only need the 1 and to win it. And it's Alyssa Brito. 1 for 3, single her last time up.
So they had Jennings trapped.
Possibility that their 50-game home field winning streak would come to an end. Down 2 runs to start out the 7th inning. And Jada Coleman with a 2-run home run to tie it. And now a chance to walk it off.
That being said, Martinez home run seemed to be bigger too, right? To get that run back that they gave up. And the bottom of the fifth, but Jada Coleman has been so clutch all year. Inside corner, outside corner, it doesn't matter. Showing power to all fields on all pitches out of this game. 9th home run of the year, team leading.
Facing the freshman, Setlali Gutierrez brings it to the plate. This is up.
And they're gonna get a force out here.
Again pulled in.
Or they're gonna walk her intentionally.
Looks like they're gonna go ahead and put her on to load the bases and make a force out everywhere.
That double play back on too. For the different options to turn it.
And Kinsey Hansen, after stalking around the on deck circle, will step up.
Kinsey Hansen out to bat.
Earlier today extends her streak to 9 games in a row. But your batting average has jumped up 100 points. Finally healthy after dealing with injuries last year and then an appendectomy earlier this year. And the opportunity presents itself for Kinsey Hansen. 2 for 5 on the season with the bases loaded.
And a foul on the first pitch.
It's interesting. Hansen hit the 4th spot last night. And that came in chat. Pretty good game. They moved her down to the 6th spot. Here she is. She hit a home run. Yeah, before. Get her and move you down a couple more. Yes.
Well, a walk-off win today would get them the series. They won game 1 last night. It would be a 68th consecutive Big 12 series without a loss.
What's up, Derek?
Hansen and Gutierrez.
It's like the first time I've seen you in here, I believe. So what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Challenging her on the inside corner. What did she say? Something hard, left side, trying to turn something. Trying to double play. Yes, does run well though. Good side.
Yeah, so Derek, if you are in here still, I run a page on Instagram called NCAA Orbit. You can follow me on there. If you're on Instagram, like and subscribe, of course. And also follow Every Sports All Day. That's my cousin's page, I think. He runs that, and we're combined. So go follow that page as well. So, and yeah, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing good. Kinsey Hansen hits the base hit, and now we'll walk it off Oklahoma. We'll clinch the series win, and we'll look for the sweep tomorrow.
So the Oklahoma team that just knows how to win. Again, no panic. Down 2 runs in the bottom of 7.
Yeah, let me see if I can send the links.
Jada Coleman 2-run blast, and then proceed to load the bases again, and Kinsey Hansen with the base hit up the middle to walk it off.
Let me see if I can send you a link
That
here.
7th inning is always so tough to get those final 3 outs, no matter who
Here we
you're
go.
facing. Nevertheless, having to face the best offense in the country, Oklahoma stayed calm, stayed in the moment, able to strike when it hurt those at the end of the game.
4 hits, 3 runs in the 7th. Anchored by the Coleman 2-run home run,
Okay.
and then the RBI
Hold on.
single to walk it off for Kinsey Hansen to score Avery Hodge. And the home win streak is up to 51 in a row as the Sooners complete the comeback.
All right, I just sent the my page, NCAA Orbit. I just sent that page, the link for that one. Let me get the other one here.
So close for Texas, but the Sooners find a way, and they win the game. They win the series, and it's a 4-3 final.
And that Morgan pitched really well, Mike.
I cannot share the link to the other page, but that is my page right there. The other page I cannot send right now because I'm not logged in yet.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a Texas team that played
So-
right with the number one team in the country, and you clean up a couple of miscues and could have a different ending. But the Sooners are still the Sooners.
Number one team in the country.
So yeah, I cannot send that stream, but it's every sport all day, with periods in between each word. So, yeah, again, thank you for coming into the stream. Like and subscribe, and I'll continue streaming. I will be replacing this game with the Tennessee and Texas A&M game. Let me get that going here. Texas A&M up over the number 3 team in the nation.
You can tell that apparently we were a little frustrated with last night's performance. But the reason those kinds of games are so important in a season is because it shows weaknesses, it shows response when you're back against the wall. Tennessee was able to respond with that 10th inning double, single, an error at short to capitalize, get 2 runs across, and enough for the win. But you want to have those moments of weakness early in the season to be able to talk about them and give yourself a chance to kind of solidify a new approach to be able to respond as the season goes on and give yourself a deep run of the whole season.
Coach continues on the third base coaching side, away from the box.
All right, thanks, Derek.
Tina ball behind Preston. You hear this a lot, but softball, baseball, certainly pain is a failure, right? Because even if you're terrific, if you're wonderful, if you're the best ever, more often than not, you're not going to succeed.
Right.
That's how you respond.
A good batting average is 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10 successful at bat. So you're definitely not facing a game that gives you a lot of great feedback. That at bat right there definitely shows you that when you step in the box, even with a great batting average and tons of experience, you come against failure. Donahue on this one, swing and a miss, took a little something off of that one too. That change up, that drop ball definitely so well in the circle.
All right, so Tennessee and Texas A&M here. Texas A&M up 1-0 over the Tennessee Volunteers.
It was the first strikeout victim for Preston. And that adjustment with that couple.
And it's a 1-0 count
Your job as a mature
for A&M.
make adjustments within an at-bat from pitch, within an at-bat from pitch to pitch. So far, these hitters competed for the same thing. Your job as a hitter is to take the information.
And there's a strike there. 1-1 now the count. Top of the third inning.
Your other teammates be able to make in-game adjustments quickly, and you know that Preston's going to step in and throw a drop ball down in the zone, also big speeds and take a lot of velocity off of it. Find a way to do that. So far, Tennessee.
And a swing and a miss there makes it a 1-2 count.
Way outside the zone.
1 out here for Tennessee.
So it comes down to swinging at better pitches, but making an adjustment in the box to be able to attack the ball before it drops out.
Excuse me.
Skipping in that time on Malloy. Talk about the pitching staff among the best in the country.
The offense this season, batting average is 5th. The SEC on base percentage is 2nd. The slugging percentage is 3rd in the SEC. And that's a strikeout.
Back-to-back days for Preston.
And that's a back-to-back strikeouts there.
With Preston in the circle, she's doing such a good job of mixing her spots, mixing her speed, and mixing her looks. You know that pitchers rely on speed, spot, and spin. Right now, Preston.
That's pitching a nasty one, too, to get Malloy.
really doesn't strike out a whole lot, but she struck out twice against Preston. They walked and was stranded back in the first inning.
All right, so on account, Lair Bode
Boyd only struck out 16 times in 30
up to bat for the Volunteers.
2 at-bats today for Tennessee.
Well, and what you're seeing is aggressive hitters come to the plate. A lot of pitches yesterday were
Swing and a miss, strike
right down the
two,
middle of the plate.
or strike one.
However, today coming out more aggressive, but in that aggression, they're swinging at pitches definitely that they should be holding up on.
The message before the game, like it was be more aggressive. Now, too aggressive or not with that aggressive approach.
Dad.
And if you know that you're throwing you down, you need to not try to pull this ball. You want to hit your spot to the side of the plate, to throw you that change to lay off and keep out straight.
You want to get this lefties throw you off, or is there aren't that many of them, or just didn't do that?
I know there's a lot of matchups that go into this game. A lot of coaches inside the matchup. I never struggled with lefty or righty. The thing that goes into it though, sometimes as a right-handed hitter, if you're facing lefty, your release is a little more hidden.
That's when you're making the decision, though, because you're looking at the man and ball coming out of it.
You're looking at release of ball. And Tennessee right now seems to be swinging before they're just not making great decisions. They're swinging at pitches that are way out of the zone. Definitely not what Chris Malvo is pitching.
How about that? Madison Preston just struck
Madison
out the
Preston
side.
striking out the side here. And Texas A&M will head back to the plate.
She gets out of the inning with 3 strikeouts.
At Jersey Mike's, they freshly slice your sub right in front of you. Slice right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A $7.
What is wrong with that? We need some more fast.
What about 200?
I didn't really go get my a little bit needed.
Every player wears the same shoes. What if we create the shoe around the athlete? Magic Johnson just has such. Exactly. Can you get more red? 51% of the shoe has to be white. No fine. Just pay the fine.
We'll get them both damn fine.
Okay, it's risky for sure. Are you trying to run your career? Got a name for it? Air Jordan. Air. We can Wednesday.
Tickets are over $100. Carlin Pickens, 0.97 ERA, 11th in D1. First career perfect game versus App State on March 4th. And a pitch high over the catcher. Sir.
It's going to be fun, I think. You can remember the part of the game.
She says she's all business, but she always wants to walk.
Yeah, I think so.
Stepping in there, spin focus, it is all one.
Allie Enright. 2-0 count. What a catch from the shortstop. Has to jump up and grab it off of a hard line drive. And a strike there for on count 74 miles per hour. Crazy. Amari Harper now to bat, freshman. Another strike there, 0-2 count.
Is one of those players that Coach Karen said absolutely frustrates those left-handed hitters because she can crash on the short game, but it's so good with lateral movement to come away with those balls with 5-6.
Right at Gibson, who bobbled it.
And Gibson bobbles it, and that will be enough for a single there. Probably would be an error, though.
It's sharply hit. Turns on it well and gets it right up in the glove of Sue Gibson, but it gets off the heel of those hands. It's far enough away that there's no way to recover, so she does keep it out of the outfield. But it's an advantage.
Taking off, going down to second in front of the throw. Still on the base.
Perfect 4 for 4 on the season. Tons of
Amari Harper.
good advancement. Little sneak look to see if there's a swing on the leg. Now Texas A&M directing again.
Gets the stolen base. And another bunt try. 0-1 count.
Marco was credited with a single count. Would you like to take yourself off or should I?
I would like to be playing.
And a low pitch there. Another ball.
My guess is that one might change after the game.
Well, there is that.
You're not scoring the pitch.
So it's on the order. Danger Steve Williams at number 460 to come into scoring position.
It's one of those things that you have to communicate back to the hitters in the dugout is where are these pitches being called? Williams is being let the left-handed batters know in her dugout that was being extended off.
Come out, have a little chat.
It was a pretty quick comment. I think she was just looking for clarification.
What's your pitch?
Maybe she would say,
You believe they get all that air? That's hit solidly up the middle. The dive by Malloy is going to cost Tennessee. Williams held at third. The second run crossing the plate.
to have an athlete like Keely Williams in the leadoff spot, just a freshman, but steps into this one with such a great approach. She was not swinging off of the plate, chasing pitches, and a dive by the center fielder allows a ton of movement by these Texas A&M base runners. So much speed by Keely Williams, Amari Harper, huge play right there. Texas A&M able to capitalize on it. There's a mystery out there.
That is something right with Malloy, taking that chance, grabbing the ball, but nobody behind her. So calculated risk that does not pay off for the Lady Vols, who are having two up.
So out there in center field, you've got your outfielders spread really far, and because that ball was so sharply hit, it was impossible for her left fielder driving west to be able to get behind her.
A&M now with a 2-0 lead over the number 3 team in the nation. And a triple. Runner on third as well with one down.
And one of the softball triple header today, the final game features Alabama and Missouri at 6:05 Central. Ball in this game at Ole Miss and Auburn, so stay right here. SEC Network. Great softball coming your way today.
And a strike there from Carlin Pickens. 0-1 count.
Stole the base, got the third on a line. They scored on an error, so the first run for A&M under attack the first. They have now doubled their lead.
Strike. Another strike there from Carlin Pickens. 0-2 count. Oh my gosh.
SEC with A&M. Maybe down 0-2. Pickens. Extra time.
You see them manipulating the different cards that go into the mark band to make sure that everybody's on the same page, but there isn't rule about timing in the circle. Fans not happy about how long it's taking her to look at her cards.
Field playing in. That is popped up. Don says, my ball. She's got it. Fired Cottrell Parkay for the second out of the inning. Now Trinity Cannon coming up. She struck out on a changeup first time on.
Over there at shortstop, you are the priority anytime the ball goes up in the air on the infield. So she's become the infield general at the end of the season.
Trinity Cannon struck out the first inning. It was only the sixth time she's done so all year. There's more and more strikeout than home run side. Our hitters. Oh, that's a heck of a pick. The ball was absolutely stunned by Cannon. That retires his side. But Jerry Williams with an RBI. Triple makes it 2-0 Aggies. We'll be speaking with Cameron Beasley, the head coach of Tennessee.
All right, so I just had to change the shirt from that sings. All right, guys, I'm actually going to go ahead and cut the stream for now. I'm going to just try to rest, actually, because I'm tired. I'm not really interested right now, so I'm going to go ahead and just rest here for a little bit and maybe stream the Final Four games or not. I don't know. We'll see how I feel in a couple hours. Yeah, but for now, I'm gonna cut the stream. I hate to say it, but it is what it is. And yeah, just gonna go ahead and just rest for a little bit. Have to go run an errand around 4-ish. So Yeah. I mean, the pawn is kicking my butt, so we'll see what happens here in the next 3 hours. It sucks that I'm feeling this way on the Final Four, on the day of the Final Four. But that'll do it for now. I might come back here for the next stream around 6. I don't know. We'll see. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.